Colts catching you coming off a screen. Spin down. The best game of his fairly young NBA career. One misfires. Not feel pretty cool. In Illinois. Equal Valley High School zone against Chicago in the season. Johnson misses the layup. C611 GM got 10 points and now 14 rebounds. He's been very active on the glass. He's come off the bench. He's become 14 even on 6 points. Latest is 38 NBA games average this season. 8 of them Giddy. They've got a lot of big players. I don't know if there's a lot of room for him. Yeah, I guess somebody's not going to get him. I mean, there have been so many injuries to their advances. That's really big guy. That is his second three, and the shot has looked a little bit sharper, I think, these last couple of games. Well, he's not thinking. He's just shooting. Listen, you got to go out and play. Again, that's what, if you're Billy Donovan, I know he probably told him that. Like, you're the G League MVP, man. You deserve to be up here. Go out there and hoop. Outlet feed to Miller. That's a nice clean Euro step. He's got a nice drag dribble. He's got a nice, that's a nice little step through. Long fouls, Pulikinis here. Don't beat the step through. Right here, nice little drag step. And he's so long that he can take those long galloping steps to get closer to the rim. Leonard at times gets a lot of arms and legs because of those long levers that he has, but he's played it under a lot more control lately. It's been good to see the development from him. As Pulikinis adds to his career night, 25 points for the first time in his NBA career. City Edition uniform still available as well. The remix of the team's first city jersey. This version returns with a bold new look. It's available now, as well as the full retail collection at shop.bulls.com. Bulls.com/city to learn more. They tried to go for 23 in the quarter. He ended up with 22 in the quarter so far. Sends back to a 30-point Dallas advantage. Plug. The kick. It is Gay. That's where he won't go. Tapped that about. Spy. Spin. That's what Patrick Williams. But speaking of Leonard Miller, I mean, it's a good piece to have going into the summer. Now you know what he can do. You know his strengths. You know what he can do. And that's probably a position that you weren't anticipating to get a 6'11", wing player like that. You pair him with Modest, Modest is 6'10". Oh, silly. He just sunned him right there. Just get out of little boy. A little shove, a little shoulder. Get out of here. This is Rob Billy at time. 6'1" frame. He's too shy of tying his career high, which he had against Washington earlier this past week. See if he tries to go back at Billy. Shot clock is off. It's Johnson. He was open too. On the drive, and he's able to flex it in. And a chance at a three-point play for LJ Johnson. Marquinhos was open again on that switch. He was looking for the ball. He was like, hey, man, I got 22 in the quarter. He checked, man. His hands were ready. Look at him. His hands were ready on that wing. John was like, hey, man, look, Dillingham just sunned me down on one hand. I got to get him back, but he wasn't on him. Nice effort from A.J. Johnson tonight. Great bench effort from a lot of these young players getting some time for Dallas. 77 bench points for the Mavericks. That'll take us to the end of the third quarter. We'll wrap up a little bit of the season in the fourth. We'll get you a little bit of a preview of the matchups you'll see in the playoffs. And we'll put a bow on what has been a tumultuous end-time season for the Chicago Bulls in 25-26. Plenty to talk about on the other side.
Greatness isn't forged in the spotlight. It's shaped in the quiet, in the rhythm of showing a new every day. Counted you out too early. They even questioned if you were built for it. But even with the weight of expectation, never felt.
NBA history.
Fresh place where doubt lives and most folk. You, she found peace there. Ain't no pressure.
Hey fans, we have another fan appreciation giveaway. Row W in section 103 is taking home a super flag ball card. Thanks AT&T for helping celebrate our MFFL. Hey, we want to hear about your experience at the game. Point your phone's cameras at some of those scoreboard and visit the website to share your feedback. One lucky responder will win their autograph basketball. Fans, you can get even more Stacey King by tuning in to the Give Me the Hot Sauce podcast presented by St. Xavier University on CHSN. Give Me the Hot Sauce Fridays at 4. You can watch on demand on the CHSN app and listen wherever you get your podcast. That does not go away once the season.
Nope, we're broadcasting all summer long, baby.
Stick around with Stace.
Cover the draft, going through, what picks, what surveillance and goals, breaking it all down.
Imagine I'm going to get a text at some point.
You are. You know what?
I'm hang out with my guys. Hang out with my people.
You're so big time. You're still a friend of the program, but you're so big time, man. I don't know if you got time for little people anymore.
Oh.
We've had our own podcast, you and I, on some of the games lately.
Yeah, you and I basically been running our own deal.
Yeah, we're going to be running our own podcast. Dynamic duo podcast.
Our crew to the point where they basically just gave us our own podcast graphic in the upper left corner for me, right? That is clearly an old photo when I had far less hair. Came at KG or
there you go.
Nice footprints. You say the rebound. Oh, you got the superimposed more hair onto it next year. Tyler Smith off target. Rebound full break. Auckland with a second consecutive start. Boston only 4 points. He's got to be a little less hesitant. He's got 7 rebounds and 5 assists.
You know what? He's there.
Yuki.
Lachlan is active. He never stops moving. He's always banging people around. He loves contact. He's just got to be offensive minded. Try to score a little bit more. You work that hard to get an offensive rebound. You deserve to score it.
Dimhard is one of the stories here in the fourth. A 19-assist game working. And a double-double goal mark with him with 12 points. AC Johnson Yuki Kawamura get his first points on the night. Had a nice conversation with the Japanese star who's in the interior.
They did this morning at the shoot-around. He's got an interesting situation this summer because of his contract. As he makes another three, his contract is not finalized. He told me he's going to have to play Vegas summer. The Japanese national team commitment that's pretty significant because they're playing some FIBA World Cup qualifying games in July. And he said that would be a very important decision.
From the home of the Tigers since 2000, Comerica Park here in the Motor City. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Tampa Bay Rays and the Detroit Tigers. And on the hill in this one, Tyler Glasnow. How about a scouting report on him?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup. It's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Just about to get started, Chandler Simpson getting ready to hit, and the home opener is underway. Swings through that one out in front that time. Pitch is in the dirt, and the count 1-2. Up the middle, back up the, oh, that got him. Safe at first, and now after the play, we'll check on the right-hander status. Yandy Diaz now. Runner takes off, pitch in for a strike. Runner goes again. Strike in there. Throw bounces in, and he's safe. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away. Just underway here in Detroit. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Huge strikeout there. And stepping in for the Rays, Junior Caminero. That one missed. Runner on at third, one gone. Yeah, that's fouled off. Jackknifes out of the way. Well hit the other way. That one going back and foul.
There's a guy right there that really trusts his hands. I mean, you have to wait a little bit longer with the breaking ball. He did that, and he still had the power to drive it the other way. Just couldn't keep it fit.
Next to bat will be the Rays four-hitter, Gunnar Henderson. Swing and a miss. 0-1. That one fouled off. Out towards right center field. Rodriguez settles under this one. And that is that.
That's not probably sustainable.
Jeremy Pena up now.
They go with the new executive, but this
The Tigers. Down the line, it's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Tried to get inside on him, but he was ready for it. Just kept his hands in and turned on the pitch. Quick bat through the zone.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. This one in the dirt. The 1-0. Runner takes off. Save. That's a stolen base. Man at second. Now he steps out of the box as he asks for time. The 1-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Batting third.
And now it's Julio Rodriguez.
ball.
This one belted deep left field, on its way, gone. A two-run homer. The Tigers get on the board first. It's 2-0. One down, and next will be the cleanup hitter, Riley Green. Foul ball there.
Ball, that's low.
The 1-1. Bounced, and that got the pitcher. The throw is still in time. So a tough play, but they do get out number 2. Here comes Torque to the plate. Swings through that one for strike 1. Now a check swing at the 1-1. Look down to first. Yes, he did. That's a swing. Time asked for at the plate, and he gets it. 2 down, nobody on. He goes down looking. We move ahead to the top of the second now. Now up for Tampa Bay, Jonathan Aranda.
So here's an interesting note on Glasnow. He's been known to look at photos of people he doesn't like before he starts. It's a way for him to kind of get angry, and then he carries that anger out to the mound to help him pitch. Sounds like a good strategy to me, but I wonder who he's looking at.
1 away. Now it's the second baseman, Brendan Donovan. This one in the air, center field. Rodriguez takes it in for the out. And a couple of quick outs. Yainer Diaz next to hit for the Rays. Known for his rocket arm behind the plate. In the air to left center. And that's got extra bases written all over it. And that's the third out. Back in Comerica Park. Bottom half of inning number 2. Kerry Carpenter up now for the Tigers. On the ground to the left, Henderson fires over to first. 1 pitch and 1 out. So digging in, Dylan Dingler. Ball. Grounder off the pitcher. Safe at first, and now we'll check on the lefty. Hope he's all right. Here's the third baseman, Colt Keith. That's in there, and that is strike 1. Strike 2. Dingler, the base runner at first with 1 out. Time called. Chance to collect himself down 0-2. Got him swinging.
Batting 9th, second baseman.
Here is Gleyber Torres. In the dirt, blocked. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1. Tap foul at the plate. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Slider squirts away. Runner holds tight as the count moves to 2-2. On the ground, and foul ball. Puts it in the air out towards left center. And that will end the inning. Back here in Detroit, now up for Tampa Bay, Cedric Mullins. Glasnow back to work. Mullins patrolling center field in the 8th spot in today's lineup, and this season he's hitting over .330. Swings through that.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And down on strikes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Jake Fraley next to hit for the Rays. And the 0-1. Just missed.
That's low. That's a ball.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. That misses the zone. Ball 2. Hard ground ball, base knock.
He was all over that one. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
This one in the air, center field, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Out number 2. Yandy Diaz next to hit for the Rays. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. That one is absolutely belted. And it one-hops the wall. Headed for the plate. He will score. And now they trail by 1.
Waste no time there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
And now, Junior Caminero. Laser to the gap. Should score the run. Runner from second crosses the plate. We are tied at 2. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Oh, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. Stayed balanced.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. Carrying well. And it is out of here. He'll touch them all. And the Rays take the lead. It's 4-2. So 2 down. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Jonathan Aranda. Hard liner. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Around first, heading for 2. And that's a double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Got a fat.
Half a quarter left in the season.
Ball middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
And here is Brendan Donovan. Hard hit, base hit. Coming home. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead. Here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz. That one is upstairs. Hit on the ground to short. Nice grab. To his knee, the throw. Safe at first as they can't make the play. First and second, 2 outs. Cedric Mullins next to hit for the Rays. He's 0 for 1. Check swing. He went. That's strike 1.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and it looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. Back at Comerica Park as we go to the last of the 3rd. Jeremy Pena up now for the Tigers. And first offering is fouled off. Behind 0-2, he steps out for time. 0-2 now. Struck him out looking. And that's 4 strikeouts. And now Teoscar Hernandez. A little out front there as he swings through it. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Fights it off. He'll see another. The 0-2. And that skips in the dirt. Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. No swing. Kenny Jansen with the call. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Up next for the Tigers.
2 outs, bases empty. Julio Rodriguez will hit next. And a swing and a miss. Outside with a breaking ball.
Ball high.
Ripped to short. And the Tigers retired 1-2-3. On to the 4th. Now up for Tampa Bay, Jake Fraley. Glass now back to work, the 0-1. And that one is lifted in the air. 1 up, 1 down. So the Rays batting order turns over. Chandler Simpson, the next to hit. Swing and a ground ball. It's through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle.
10 offensive rebounds. 10 offensive rebounds. Wow. This guy is just long and athletic. He's got quick hops. I'm telling you, man.
Leaving on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
67.
Now here is Yandy Diaz.
Outside. That's the ball.
Safe at second, and that was not close. And now he's up to 3 stolen bases in the game. Steps off and bluffs the throw at second. Man at second. Runner on the go again. Ball outside. Throw to third. Save. 2-0 the count. Here it comes. This one chopped to the ground, but foul. That's outside. And that's ball 3.
I know a slider's a great pitch, but when you've got really good velocity, sometimes you just got to challenge the hitter with that four-seamer.
One away with a runner at third. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a slow roller. In there safely. Here's a big power threat. Junior Caminero. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Foul ball. This one smoked on its way out of here. He sends a rocket to left. And they boost their lead. It's 8-2. Now here is Gunnar Henderson. And that one hammered. That ball's carrying. And it bites off his mitt. And he'll reach second with 1 away. So man aboard. Stepping in, Jonathan Aranda. 1 for 2. Hammered down the right side, but foul. And now the 0-1. Swings through that one. Swing and a high fly ball left field. 2 way down. Brendan Donovan next to hit for the Rays.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Yeah, he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Late on that fastball.
He's really trying to stay back for something off speed. That's why he was so tardy on that swing.
Swing and a miss for the
13-year NBA career, so we
bottom four. Now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Riley Green. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Got him. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. Spencer Torkelson digs in now. His first at bat was a strikeout.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
And a swing and a miss. Check swing, and he went. Now 1-2. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Next is the Tigers DH, Kerry Carpenter.
ball low.
Check swing, he held up. Yeah, that's ball 2. Just missed.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
Next offering in there for a strike. And now 3-1. Ground ball to the middle. That's a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
0-1 down.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Got him. Inning over. We go to the top of the 5th. And now the catcher for the Rays, Yainer Diaz. First pitch swinging. Swing and a miss.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
Digging in, Cedric Mullins. Well struck, right field. That one opts against the fence. And into second with 1 away. That's a double.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. When you see a ball come off the bat like that, you know it was pretty. It's a perfect swing, and
they turn things over to the southpaw, Grant Herter.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Man at second. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 down. So back to the top of the order. Chandler Simpson next to hit for the Rays. Line drive. That's a base hit. Mullins headed home. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they're pulling away up by 7 now. So up next, Yandy Diaz.
That's the ball.
Swings through that. No question about this one. It's out of here. A laser to left. And they add to their lead. It's 11-2. So 2 down. Now it's going to be Junior Caminero. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. On the ground to third. And that's the inning.
Lanes in my way, they might have to get hurt. Approach me with caution, might have to get hurt. I travel from the treetop, but I came up from the dirt. Got shotty like a detox, hit the pump and go berserk.
This game's a bit of a blowout, Siggy. Let's talk about something random. Let's do it. Do you collect baseball cards?
You know, when I was a kid, I used to put them in my back tire of my bicycle so it would sound like a motorcycle. Probably ruined some good cards back then, but don't really have much of a collection. The other day I came across a binder that my wife had in one of the drawers, and my son's got some baseball cards. So we'll be looking to see if there's any kind of retirement income in there.
In the air to left center. And there's one down. Here's Gleyber Torres. Flying to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. A solo shot. Back to the top of the Detroit order. Now it's the shortstop, Jeremy Pena. Check swing, but he went too far. That's strike one. Swing and a miss at a slider. Not close with that one. Ball one. The shortstop takes the ball.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today. 2 down, bases empty. Teoscar Hernandez up now for the Tigers. And a foul ball. The 0-1. Way out front for strike 2. That misses, and that's ball 1. That one ripped left field. That's back there. And it's into the bullpen for a homer. Teoscar Hernandez hits one out. It's their second home run of the inning. Rodriguez, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today.
Line drive. Fair ball. Here's Rodriguez trying to score. Knocks it down.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that.
Edwin Uceda will take over here.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there.
That is incredible.
Yes, he did.
Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
2 on, 2 outs. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. This ball's chopped to the ground. Slings to first, and that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. Back here in Detroit. Now here's the Tampa Bay cleanup hitter, Gunnar Henderson. That smash towards center. And a quick out number 1.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Aranda, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. On the ground, right side. And it's through for a hit. And a man aboard.
Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Now, Brendan Donovan. That one lifted to left. Green has a beat on it, and there's 2 down. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Yainer Diaz. This one bashed to left center. On its way, and that one's out of here. A 2-run shot, and they add on. It's 13-4. Now up for Tampa Bay, Cedric Mullins. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. Swings through that one.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
Mullins did he go? Tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. No swing. 2 down, nobody on. Inside.
That's inside.
2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. Back at Comerica Park, where we go bottom 6. Kerry Carpenter up now for the Tigers. Swing and a miss. Check swing, and he went. And it's 0-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And now Dylan Dingler. Check swing on the first pitch. Appeal down to first. Nope, he held back. And a swing and a miss. Out to short, Henderson. Whips it to first. That's it out. 2 outs, base is empty. Now the third baseman, Colt Keith. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1. Keith measures 6 feet 2 inches, 210 pounds, and he was a 5th-round pick in 2020. Breaking ball in there, got him looking. That ends the frame. Top of inning number 7, and stepping in for the Rays. Jake Fraley. The left-hander on now, number 51.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Outside, ball 3. Yeah, there's the strike. That's a strike. Full count now. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Back to the top of the order now. Now the left fielder, Chandler Simpson. That one ripped right center field. And an automatic double as it hops the fence. Man at second with 1 away. To the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Yandy Diaz. On a line. 2 down. Junior Caminero next to hit for the Rays. He's already homered in this game.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. Swing, and he popped it up. Pena under it. And that is that.
understand that.
Back here in Detroit, set for the last half of the seventh. Gleyber Torres up now for the Tigers.
Ball.
Out towards right center field. Fraley gets under it. One down. Back to the top of the order. And next to him for Detroit, Jeremy Pena.
Nope, that's in.
Check swing.
No, that's out.
No appeal. 2 balls, no strikes. Ripped, but it curls foul. The 2-1. Late with the swing there. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Up next,
2 down, bases empty. Teoscar Hernandez up now for the Tigers. Check swing, he held up, and that is ball 1. A bit behind with that swing, it's strike 1. Swing and a foul straight back. 2 down, nobody on. Teoscar goes down on strike. Ready to begin the 8th. Now here's the Tampa Bay cleanup hitter, Gunnar Henderson. Swings and misses. Strike 1. Caught off foul. To the right side. Gets it to first. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. Jonathan Aranda getting ready to hit. Check swing, but he went too far. Strike 1.
Ball.
And a foul ball. The Rays up big in this one, and we're in the top of the 8th. Pulls the string with the changeup, struck him out. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Brendan Donovan. And first offering is fouled off. That one fouled off. The 0-2. Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. A solo shot, and they tack on to their lead. It's 14-4. Now a chance for Yainer Diaz.
Ball.
This one in the air right field. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. And he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
Everything came together for him. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
At the plate, Cedric Mullins. Man on second, 2 down. And that one up and in. Look out.
Straighten him up a little bit.
That one hit to right. Hernandez under it. And that is that. Comerica Park, bottom of the 8th. Julio Rodriguez up now for the Tigers. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, didn't go. That one catches the corner for a strike. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Here's Riley Green, 1 for 3. Hammered down the right side, but foul. The 0-1. And that one fouled off. Good eye in that spot.
That's the ball. Tough to take a two-strike changeup that just missed. I think it froze him.
And a base hit up the middle. And that's a one-out single.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Outside low, and it's 1-1. Swings through that one for strike 2. Swing and a miss. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. And next is the designated hitter, Terry Carpenter. Right side, hard hit, inning over. Uceda with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case, as he should. A start he won't ever forget.
14-4 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
In high school, he goes to a night G League and he's playing in 5 games. How would he ever know what it is? He's just been told.